Hi everybody, this is Costco Samurai here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm headed to my office in the business district of Osaka. The train is not so crowded as it's probably around 2 p.m. I took a lot of morning meetings at my house, and so I'm headed to the office right now. The good thing about it is the train stations are not so packed from the peak morning rush. So it's good that I can get to the office without all the hustle and bustle of the peak rush hour. Here we have some of the, as you can see, like wheelchair service. The train station does a really great job for people who have some challenges physically that they can get on the train. Here I'm taking these steps to really get in my workout of my daily activity. So I'm trying to get 10 to 16,000 steps a day. Usually on the work days I'll probably get 9,000 steps despite me going from the station, walking from the station before my station all the way to the business district, which pretty much gives me 6,000 to 9,000 steps. But that's a good base. I've been doing this for a couple years, making sure that I'm always walking to work, so I'm getting used to it. I have really nice New Balance sneakers or Adidas that I can wear, which is very comfortable. Again, at this afternoon time, it's not so bad on the rush. It probably looks pretty busy from people who don't live in Japan, but this is pretty light right now as I'm walking through Umeda Station, loving the advertisements, loving the people that are going to work if you're a people watcher. And as I'm walking to my office, I usually have a podcast, again listening to Asmongold. Very funny commentary on I'm listening to the podcast where President Trump is in Saudi Arabia, so it's pretty interesting. Anyway, I'm walking through the corridors, and my legs are feeling pretty good, and I'm trying not to worry about my pains because I'm working out so much and I'm walking so much and trying, but it really helps in reducing all the stress from work, because from work we have a lot of very important projects, and of course there's so many deadlines, and at least walking, from what I feel, and doing cardio and weightlifting really helps in maintaining my stress. I don't know if you ever have that situation, but feel free to share your experience with me. But anyway, if you're in Japan, you're going to be doing a lot of walking. I don't have a car. Well, I do have a car in the countryside, but where I live in the city in Osaka, I don't really need a car because the trains are just so efficient, and it's very, very convenient. So I'm walking in this corridor, trying to get to my office. It's not so bad in the afternoon. And I think in my last video, I showed you this area where it was closed, usually in the morning, obviously because I'm walking around 6:30, 7 in the morning, and so shops are still closed. But you're going to be seeing now that it's in the afternoon. This is a very popular area where people like to go to the restaurant, go to the izakaya, or go to the bar in Japan. And it's pretty interesting. There's just so many shops in these like 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings. It's called Daiichi, Daini, Daisan, Daiyon Biru in Osaka. And here in the afternoon, you see people that are even drinking and just enjoying themselves already on the weekdays. There's a standing bar right there. This is one of my favorite vending machines because it's only 100 yen. You got gachapon here, which is very popular. It's actually not so busy, but in the evening, here's a little arcade here. Very popular restaurant. Again, in these Osaka shops, it's very economical. It's very cheap to eat. So it's like good cheap eats, and a lot of the locals like to come here because it's cheap and good. So, and it's like, how do you say in Japanese? I think they kind of say it as deep Osaka, or in English, it's this is like the traditional Osaka area where you can enjoy, and this from a Western point of view, this puts like another level of bar hopping because everything is just so close to each other. You have your cafes, you have your bars, you have your restaurants, you have your massage parlors, everything as you see. And in the evening, it gets even more crowded. So, and then of course, everybody is coming out from work because obviously this is right in the heart of the business district. There's 7-Eleven here. And that's the end of this corridor. Again, in the morning when I take this walk, it opens at 6:30 in the morning, completely dark. Everything's closed. But in the afternoon, it starts to get lively, and business people are starting to enjoy themselves. So I'm just walking outside of the corridor, and then I'm headed out to my office in the open air, taking a lot of stairs. Again, this is probably going to be back and forth 6,000 steps. I average around 9,000, but I really want to start to up my walking, so I'll try to start walking in the afternoon during lunchtime as well, to get a few thousand steps, which is working as a foundation on top of what I'm doing with 1 hour weight training and 1 hour cardiovascular. So basically in the cardiovascular, I'm trying to push myself to run efficiently for 5 kilometers. I think my personal best, my PB, recently was around 38 minutes, which is not bad for 5K for me. That's from nothing. I think I can do that pretty comfortably, and then I'll walk the rest of the way on the treadmill to an hour. So because from what I understand, if you not run but fast walk and keep your heart rate low at around, I think my heart rate's around 110, 120, that will start to burn off some of the fat more. And then if you're jogging faster, maybe 140, 150 beats per minute, you're burning carbohydrates. So the slower you go, the better to hopefully reduce the fat. So that's what I'm doing. I love that retro brown brick corner bar that we just passed. And so I'm walking around this business district to my office. They repaved this area. Here's the nice Yodogawa river. And it's going to get hot here. From what I understand, there's going to be 2 weeks of warm weather. It's going to be 26 to 27 degrees every day for 2 weeks. So I'm going to be sweating. So I think I'm going to... I always keep my gym clothes in my backpack as I'm wearing it right now. I'll have an umbrella to help block the sun's rays and reduce that temperature a little bit. And always walk in the shade. When you see people walking, they're always going to be walking in the shade. And if they have to cross a street, they'll all stand in the shade, not in the sun. It's pretty interesting. And of course, a lot of people carry umbrellas, men as well. So it's very, very natural. Beautiful flowers here in May. And I love how they really keep up the beauty of the government buildings here in Japan. So this is later in the afternoon, 5 o'clock, and I decided that I'm going to check out the Nakanoshima Rose Garden. Again, I'm only a couple minutes from my office, so I might as well go check the full bloom because this is my favorite time of the year. I went to this restaurant here before. It was excellent for my birthday, thanks to my buddy. And love this area, and hopefully I can live here one day. I know it's the business district, but Osaka is my new home, and I just love the feel, the retro feel, and the Osaka culture here in Japan. So I'm walking, doing some more walking. Maybe I think at the end of this day, I'm going to be hitting around 17,700 steps, which is great. But my feet feel really tired. I'm extremely flat-footed, although I'm walking in New Balance shoes or Adidas comfortable shoes. But when I wake up, it's like, wow, I just start to that first time of just standing up in the morning. You could feel the plantar fasciitis, and your soles are just in pain. I think one of the staff members at the gym said, just gotta keep rolling your feet with a tennis ball on the floor. I'll probably start to do that. But once I start walking, my feet start to warm up, my legs start to warm up, so things get a little bit better. So here, I'm just at the intersection. I'm going to be crossing it, and then I'm going to see that magnificent City Public Hall, the Osaka City Public Hall, in that red brick, one of my favorite buildings, next to my other favorite building, Tokyo Station, the red brick Tokyo Station, which is just amazing. I'll be headed over to Tokyo next week for a business trip. But I don't know. I like Osaka. I lived in Tokyo, but I like Osaka. It seems like it's a little bit more compact in Osaka. Of course, there's still a lot of walking, but it's doable for me, and it's not as expensive as Tokyo, but I just feel a little bit settled, and I think my family does as well. So hopefully I can continue living here in Osaka for the foreseeable future. And we're passing a bunch of restaurants here on the right. Il Principe, I have to check out that Italian restaurant, but very nice restaurants here on the on the riverfront here in Osaka. And there's City Public Hall. And here, you don't have your smell cam here. You don't really know, but it is starting to smell wonderful. I could actually smell the roses. Well, again, they're in full bloom right now, but I can actually smell the roses, which is very, very strange. We're probably about 100 feet away. But, yeah, so we're looking forward to that. Very nice walk. And I guess right now my legs are feeling pretty good, although I've been walking a lot, and I have a backpack with me with, here's my shoes. I have a backpack with me. Maybe my backpack is around 12 kilograms because I have my workout gear, my my computer and everything like that, so it gets pretty heavy. People are running in this area. There's one of my, hopefully the building that I can live in the future. I know it's going to be a little bit expensive. And I love the nice paving here. And you can see in the distance City Public Hall, and you have a lot of wedding photo shoots. Again, what a perfect day to be out. The weather is perfect. Not too hot like the summer, not too much of the humidity. And then, of course, you got the full bloom of the rose garden, which is just amazing. And let's see if I'm going to be, check that out. And what a nice view of these, the lovely couple getting married, doing their photo shoot in front of the City Public Hall. So if you're ever planning on getting married, look at that view. There you go. That's going to be a nice picture. Nice, memorable picture for the lovely couple. And here we're just going to get started with the Nakanoshima Rose Garden. Here you see the old brick columns that are existing, and then look at those pink roses. Perfect. My wife really loves these. Here's a photo that I sent her through Line, so you can enjoy that. Look at that. That is in perfect bloom. And then we have white here, and everybody is really enjoying taking the photos with themselves or with their girlfriends or boyfriends, and taking photos of the flowers. Just beautiful. And again, we don't have the smell cam, but it's just amazing. The flowers, the rose aromas, it's just fantastic. People are getting ready after work just to view all these roses. It's really nice, a nice evening to experience these roses. Let me know in the comments below if you've experienced the peak rose season here in Japan. I hear not just Nakanoshima, but there's here in Osaka, but there's so many other. Look at that. That is just a picture perfect pink rose. We have peach, we have white. So hundreds and hundreds of different varieties of roses. The smell is just incredible. again, the weather is perfect. I like the season because my allergies are gone, right? So during the sakura season, the allergies, the pollen is just so high. My eyes are itchy, sneezing, coughing. But now, at this time, the allergies are pretty much gone, and you can really enjoy the outdoors again. Look at these beautiful flowers. Okay, some of the walled areas are already finished blooming. But here we can still see a lot of the amazing flowers. We got some really deep red ones here as well. My wife she likes the pink or whitish pink color. She also likes this lavender or type of blue rose as well. Let me know in the comments what types of roses that you like to grow or see. But again, people are loving this Nakanoshima Park. Plenty of places to sit and enjoy with the family and with your loved ones. Alright, so this tunnel, or under the bridge, is going to access to the first park. So there's like 2 parks in the Nakanoshima Park with the roses. Okay, so the anticipation is building. And here we can start to see all the roses in full bloom, and people are coming out after work just to enjoy the scenery. This is going to be amazing. There you go. There you go. We got some nice flowers in yellow. There you go. Everybody wants to take a photo behind, in front of the walled flowers. We have beautiful pink, little red, and everybody is just having fun with their friends, taking up a lot of photos and just enjoying themselves. This is great that everybody can enjoy the beauty of Osaka, Japan, with the roses. It's really a nice place to just enjoy. No violence, no danger. People are just enjoying themselves, and I really hope that things like this will continue. Just as long as when I'm a foreigner as well from America, but when people live in Japan, just kind of understand what the manners are and the etiquette. It's not about me. It's about keeping the status quo, being mindful of others. There's people in Japan have a lot of patience, which is a great skill set to have. Wow, look at these roses just climbing. And it's May 17th as I'm doing the narrative on this on Saturday, and it's raining. I'm in my bed as I'm looking at these scenes right now, and it's just amazing. By today, with all the rain, all these roses are going to be gone. As I'm looking and just enjoying the scenery when I was taking these shots and enjoying my my walk, you know, this is one of the great things of living in Osaka. If you're trying to work out, if you're trying to do a lot of kilometers with walking, this is the place to do it. You know, so many nice parks, safe to do. I remember when I was living in Illinois, in Chicago, you see a lot of old people walking in the malls, right? And I think I was walking through one of my childhood malls, Golf Mill, in Niles, Illinois, and it was a real sad sight to see because that mall it was pretty much all dead. Nobody was going to the mall except for the people in the nearby retirement home just walking through the mall. It was really sad, and that's something where I don't see here in Japan. Although Japan has a aging society, the beauty of it is living in the city. You have a great mix of elderly and young people living together. They really did a great job of engineering the society to live and work together across the ages, across different diversity within Japan. It's just amazing, and it stays peaceful, and you can really enjoy the beauty of these parks. So look at that amazing. This is the first part of the park with the roses, and everybody is just enjoying themselves. And I as I'm enjoying the view, I have my headphones on and just enjoying the like a nice podcast as I'm walking. It's a perfect day. Reducing the stress. Look at that. So clean. And the maintenance. The people here do a really great job maintaining the gardeners. There's just so many of them. Oh, look at that. That is a perfect rose. Isn't that amazing? Wow, that looks wonderful. Yeah. All the different colors, everything just like pops out. It's just I really appreciate living in Osaka every day. Here's some photos. Let's see if we have another one. Yeah. It's like, I don't know, it's like the flowers are just like popping with color. It's like different colored popcorn. Okay, so now I'm walking over this retro bridge, headed to the other park as well. Man, I'm getting in my steps. So many steps. I think today again I got in 17,700 steps on top of my workout of 1 hour of weight training and 1 hour of cardiovascular, which includes about 40 minutes of a 5K run and then walking the rest. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you what my body recomp looks like if you want to see it. But I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of visceral fat around my waist that I have to reduce. But now, so far, I'm coming around to 3 months of working out. It's a lot of work from doing nothing, obviously. Usually they say that they have a phrase in Japanese, mikapose, means that people usually quit their resolution after 3 days, Mika Bose. But, well, I'm 3 months into it. Mika, I don't know how to say after 3 months, but I'm still doing it, which is great. 5 days a week. And, I'm just really trying to carve in that time on top of my workload, which is also incredible, that I work both globally in Japan and across Europe and the U.S. with the work that I'm doing. And it can be done. When you work out, you just really try to maintain your time and try to eke out. Look at that wall of flowers. Everybody is just enjoying themselves, which is just amazing. Just amazing. And again, if you can smell the flowers, it's just a wonderful sense. Wonderful aroma. Really enjoying it. And the families are enjoying it. And now I'm starting to walk home, and everything's lit, and I can start to see they have illuminations, actually. Usually in Christmas time, the winter season, they illuminate the streets and this area. But they're keeping the illuminations all throughout, maybe because of the World Expo that's going to be here that's already here since April all the way to October. So maybe Japan has just decided, hey, we're going to keep these illuminations on still, which is just great to enjoy when you're walking in the evening. Look at that. You probably can't see it as much on the video, but when we get closer, you can really start to realize it. But it's really, really beautiful walking and enjoying the illuminations as you walk down the river. Again, happy to be working in this great business area of Osaka. So you can see all the illuminations. We're going to try to walk under it a little bit, but very, very nice, very clean, and people can enjoy the illuminations, and it really makes it a wonderful walking experience. So you have this wonderful scenery as you're getting in your kilometers as you're walking. And that's what also makes it easier for me to hopefully enjoy an active lifestyle of exercise, because the environment is so safe and so beautiful to exercise in. I have to say that, probably the people in Japan are one of the most healthiest people, because they do a lot of exercise. They do, obviously, a lot of working. And that's probably how they, most of them, maintain their shape. The lifestyle is really good. You can see all the grand buildings all lit up. Yeah, there's also the government building here, and they have a lot of the illuminations, and then the trees are illuminated. Perfect weather walking home. I'm walking to the next station. yeah, sometimes we wear our suits. I'm dreading it as, the summer is going to be very hot and humid. Everybody wears their backpack. So that's how they all stay fit, right? Look at that. If I'm walking in Chicago, it's a completely different scene. Very nice. Yeah, so I'm enjoying this May weather as much as possible because the humidity is just going to be really, really harsh. That's why it makes sense to go to the office early. Be in the office around 6:30, hopefully, because you're there before it really gets hot and humid, and you're avoiding the rush hour peak. So very nice walk home. And I'll be headed towards the underground area, which I mentioned, Daiichi, Daini, Daisan, Daion. In the mornings, again, there's not, the shops are closed, but in the evening, of course, all the shops are open, and it's going to be crowded. And this is another thing when you're walking, again, people don't jaywalk here. If it's a red light, the people will stop. If it's a red light, they won't cross the street. They can, even if it's not busy, but they don't. So just some of the etiquette here. Look at that beautiful illumination on this tree. I just had to enjoy it. And this blue sparkling illuminations as well. Just got to stop and smell the roses and enjoy the illuminations. Wow. Okay, so here is the underground area of restaurants. There's like two basement levels. The one on the left is a new restaurant that's going to be popping up, new izakaya. There's a Kombini, 7-Eleven, got a little bit of a doctor's clinic here, and then you got your different izakayas, one after another. You don't have to go outside drinking. You can just go to just go bar hopping from place to place in these basement areas. Yeah, so I'm headed to the station. Lots of walking. And that's what makes it easy to walk in Osaka. You have a lot of these connected buildings, connected basements. So if it's raining out, you can avoid the rain by just walking indoors and hopefully get to your destination. Yeah, this is a person that I do that is doing the same thing. I have my headphones on. Let me know if you walk with your headphones. Again, in Japan, it's totally safe. Totally safe. Just be mindful of your surroundings. Here's the Tachinomi standing bar. This is a very popular standing bar. People are here in the early afternoons just starting drinking. いいなぁ。いいなぁ。This is a new restaurant on the left side. It's a sushi restaurant. And then we're just getting into the Umeda Station. That's sometimes one of my pet peeves. People are walking with their phones and they're walking so slow, especially in the peak area. But you just kind of take it and walk your path, walk your own path. Don't complain. That's how people here in Japan, even if they bump into you, they don't. It depends, but usually, they might bump you and then just go on their way. That's just how people are. They don't make a big scene about it or make a big fuss about it. So it's the patience of a lot of people in Japan. But hopefully, hopefully their patience won't wear thin when so many foreigners kind of disrespect the culture and the manners. So headed to the station. And pretty much my legs are feeling pretty good. I keep thinking, a couple months ago I lost my father-in-law, but as you age, you want to really keep your legs strong and healthy, especially if you're walking all over the place. You want to keep mobile. So it's going to be very important to keep your health and make sure that you're able to walk. Otherwise, it just gets more and more difficult to live, right? I think I'm 55 now, so if I want to be active in my older years, in 80s, I really need to start conditioning my body to be able to have that mobility and strength in the 80s. So I guess I look at it as if I'm doing all this walking and 2 hours of the gym, it's well worth it just to maintain that healthy, active lifestyle. And I love this new area, this new reconstructed area of Umeda Station. It looks so futuristic. And this place gets so busy in the peak season. Well, it's pretty busy right now. In the reverse commute of going back home. Even like at 9 in the evening, it's pretty packed. So you're either getting the people that are working overtime, zangyo, or people that are just coming home from drinking, eating after work. Look at that train station. And I just love the new LED televisions. Everything. It's just so much. It's Japan, right? It's like Blade Runner. It's a cyber city. trains are going to be packed. But I like taking the train here in Maida because the train in Maida is just so crowded. Here, this is near my office. Again, we have the lit trees that are usually in the winter time, but now they're doing it all through the year, probably because of the World Expo. I just finished dinner with my wife on Friday and walking back home, although I was pretty tired. Again, at the end of this day, I got 17,000 steps with these shoes. And I did. Okay, so this is today, actually. It's Saturday, May 17th, so I decided to weigh myself. I was originally at around 80, 81, so in this weight, I'm at 78.15. I weigh myself twice, so it varies a little bit. And 25.5% body fat. Now, last night it was like 22, so I don't know if it's the scale, but anyway, it's good to see that my body fat is decreasing. Originally, I was around 30% body fat at 81 kilograms, now 78 at 25.5%. Sometimes I see that I'm at 76 kilograms at 22.5% body fat. You know, again, there's a range. Probably it's either the reading or the placement of the scale, but at least the trend is that it's going down. A little bit of a plateau, but I think what it is that I just got to keep on doing what I'm doing. Don't get discouraged. Just keep the consistency here. You can see that I'm starting to get some definition in my upper arms and my biceps and my chest and my upper abdomen. Although I don't do much core workouts, I think I'm just trying to reduce the fat. A little bit of a side shot there, my triceps. A little bit more definition, and you can tell that the visceral fat is melting away, but towards that waist area, it's still pretty challenging. I guess that's going to be the last to go. It's just a matter of keeping the consistency. Again, this is 3 months. So this is the body recomp for a 55-year-old. Anyway, have a great day, everybody. Please like, subscribe. Take care.